Hello everybody, today's video winds down probably the last of the batch of the so-called the first season because when I started off the season, when I started off doing this video, I already have a whole batch ready to make videos of one by one, and I'm actually working on my second batch for the so-called second season, and yeah, this is gonna be the video about Captain Fordo and the Lieutenant. Most notably, they're featured on the Tartakovsky, is it the Tartakovsky Clone Wars, I think. Sorry if I completely butchered the name. I know a lot of people are going to completely go down on me on that. So this video is actually not going to delve too much into the techniques because it's quite literally one of the simplest mods to pull off, and so simple that actually this is the first one that I actually did. This one, the Captain Fordo one. So essentially, if you could imagine what it is, the figure itself, the base of the figure is based on the Phase 1 Captain, and all I did over here is that I erased, I took thinner and actually erased the four little dots on his left chest over there. That's all I did. The rest I just kind of keep it there. And the pauldron itself actually came from a Bly figure. I of course taped it up and then I spray painted red. This is relatively simple. This over here, the ammo pouch, I actually did it by just cutting up a bunch of plow plates over here. Oh, ooh. Has to kind of lie there for a second, fix it up. But as you can see, it's actually made with layers of plow plates, laminate with each other, and then cut up. Later on, sand it, and then paint it. Very simple. The head, both of these actually, the head viewfinder, I guess that's what you call it. The viewfinder is actually made from a Boba Fett model kit. I have spare ones left. These are great because they're actually made of this soft type plastic that if you kind of have it fall, it won't just break on you like a resin kit. It would just kind of give way. And then the belt actually is made from I think it was either Bly or it's from Commander Bly. And for this figure, I actually took it apart over here at the body, on the torso, and I fit this thing in. However, it's probably going to be the last time I do this because I almost ended up not being able to put it back together. It's quite risky, and I actually commend Hasbro. Whatever material they use for the stem for the inside, it's quite unbreakable, but I wouldn't chance it again. What I'll probably do next time is just I'm probably gonna cut it in an innocuous place like the belt, and I'll wrap it around. I'll probably somehow crazy glue it onto the figure itself. So this just doesn't want to cooperate because for some reason I just keep on knocking this thing down. So the holster, the gun, and everything, this is all just other Black Series. Literally, this is kit bashed together, and then of course the cloth is actually in this case it's actually not made out of any leather. It's made up of I think just regular spandex cloth I have lying around. The red stripes actually is made from actually this is not done so perfectly. It's made from an old model kit of Captain Phasma, and as you could tell, the Captain Phasma actually has a red stripe going down the cape. So I just kind of taped it up. I could have done a little bit better next time, but this is what it is. It's actually good because it's actually a very solid figure. Oh yeah, and this little part actually again laminated plow plates, pieces of plastic, and this metal thing over here it's actually made from a ballpoint pen. I just took off the ends of it and I drained it of this ink, and there you go. That's the grappling hook that they have on the TV show. Captain Fordo's an absolute badass. For you who watched the Clone Wars animated series, the one, the original one. So I just love this character, and I just have to make it. So anyways, put this down the side. This one, okay. This one is actually a Bandai, made from Bandai model kit. And let me just say, I just love the model kit. As you could tell, I actually went in and actually put in some panel lining, and of course I've done some weathering on these, as you could tell over here. The great thing about the model kits is that the details are absolutely sharp. Japanese model kits, generally from even the 80s, I remember putting together something from, no offense, but from the American model kits, and parts just don't fit together. Bandai is different. If any of you ever put together the version 3 Gundam RX-78-2, whatever it is, I'm sorry, again, I'm butchering the name of it. That one is actually, it's just pieces just fit in. It's just on a micro level. Somehow it just snaps together and things move, and it's just absolutely great. And this is no different. So in this case, I could actually go in and I could actually use panel liners to highlight details. And I would not do it with, say, ooh, there you go. Look at that. Okay, there you go. Yeah. So the model kit. Anyways, as opposed to, say, the Black Series, you could tell the details are not so sharp. So what happened is, if I try to panel line it, it'll only accentuate the flaws. Oh my God, look at what happened over here. Oh man. Just as I was praising how this thing is so great, it just completely break on me. Okay, I think this is fixed somehow. Okay. I just bumped it there, and there you go. That's hazards of making videos, but okay. So in this case, back to this. In this case, the details are so sharp that it just ends up looking very clean. So I have no qualms about going in there with the panel lining. And I'm going to show you a little shiny version of this. This is the shiny version of the model kit. I did not do any painting here except for the black parts. I actually did a little matte overlay with it. But as you could tell, if you take the time to panel line the whole thing, even the top over here, the details are just absolutely sharp. And I just love this about the model kit. So, back to this one again. The pauldron is from an old Bly pauldron. And then the stripes and all the colorations. This is French blue spray paint from Tamiya that I used to get this shade of blue. Of course, this whole entire kit, I've sprayed it with first with a white primer. So the kit itself actually already has a coat of whites on there. And of course I took the time to tape it up and make it nice and neat. And then the next step I did was then use the sponge technique I showed in other videos to dab in the white to show kind of the wearing out of the blue. And then I went in with then there's this thing from a company called Ammo that makes these solutions for dirt and grime. I could put in a link below. It's actually done. There's a great video that the owner did with the Zaku, and it just looks absolutely phenomenal. However, it's done with an airbrush, and I don't have the airbrush over here, so I kind of used a toothbrush. You know how you use the toothbrush and you kind of did it. I made a whole big mess in the kitchen. This stuff is messy as hell. Somehow it worked out. It didn't look quite as good as the other one, but it still worked out over here that there's a thing of grime over here. Oh, what happened over here? See, that's the thing about the model kits. Generally, this, okay, there it snaps in there. Perfect. Okay, so with this, I was able to put in a first layer of grime to it after I finished the white dabble part. You see here. And then afterwards, then I went in with the panel liners for the slight chips on the edges, just to kind of bring out the edge. The comma over here is glued directly onto the plastic, and the great thing about leather and the type of plastic that they use is that when you could actually just use a modeling cement, and it glued up perfectly. I don't know why, I don't know how, but it just did. So whereas most of the time I struggle with the comma, this one doesn't. And as you can see, all the parts are actually done separately. They actually come in separate pieces, so you could actually have a lot of great color separations, and it makes taping and everything so much easier. And you could see on the details on the visors, actually sharp as hell, and it was just really shiny. So I love it. I love the model kit. Only complaint is that the articulation over here, somehow this comma is actually a little bit stiff, so the articulation is very bad. But as a movable statue, I guess it's actually quite good. So yeah, this is I love this. And as I'm running out of base bodies from Black Series, I'll be veering more and more into the model kits. So this is the happy family photo I did of with Obi-Wan in a clone was it clone commander armor. It's I just love that figure too, but that's for another day. So what happened is this: these figures are generally easy to pull off. If you guys have some spare parts, I'll highly recommend you to give it a shot. But in any case, I wish you guys happy modeling. It's been an absolute pleasure to so far to be able to share this with you guys all. And yeah, I'll see you next time.